Hi, it's like 6:30 or something like this of the day of like Wednesday or something. I don't know of um, September 23rd, 2020. This is turn the comments back on YouTube for the children's. Um, I Yesterday I was let's see, what time did I get up? I can't remember. I got up kind of late, and then I wow, I'm having like brain fart. And then I went over to my mom's house in the morningish time. Um, and yeah, I had breakfast. She had oatmeal with like berries in there, and we talked for a while, like an hour or something. But we didn't go on a bike ride because she had to do stuff. And she wants me to go in the basement. She's gonna pay me like $15 an hour to haul stuff out of her basement. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Um, she's a pack rat, so I don't know how you deal with a pack rat. Well, I'm going to go down in the basement and take photos of everything, and I'll just leave it up to her, you know? She'll have to decide. Um, and, yeah, maybe she'll pay me to do her garage, too. I need the money. I got a letter from the IRS. They say I owe them $2,000, and it was due on September 9th. I gave the letter to my mom because I wanted her to look at it and look at it together because it didn't make sense to me. But she's like, I don't know nothing about this, so I'm gonna go and call H&R Block. Luckily, I did my taxes with H&R Block last year, so maybe they'll help me out with that. The IRS tried to fuck me back in 2011. They said I never paid my taxes for 2008. I don't know why they had to wait 3 years to tell me I didn't pay my taxes for 2008. So I had to call like 5 different offices, Ogden, Utah, and somewhere in California, and I had to send them like my entire packet like bunch of times, and then they're finally like, oh, right, I guess you did pay your taxes. So if you're like if you're a paranoid person or whatever, or you're a type of person who might get a lot of enemies for whatever reason, you need to stay on top of your taxes. Do your taxes right and keep good records of that, because I think IRS, that's a good way that you can get fucked. So let's see. Then I came back home, and I was working all day long on my project, which is doing the all the different distances for Atlantis. I think it's going to look really good when it's done. I think it's going to be a really great thing. Like for calibration of time and space, but also in the videos it'll look good. And yeah. So I blasted through 10K because I did 180K, then I do 90K, and then I did 10K, and then I did 1K, and then I did flying 250 meters, and then standing 250 meters right next to each other. So you can look at them, compare them. And yeah, the numbers of the people go down as the spaces go down, as the distances go down. So the space between the riders is always the same. I thought that was trippy. Like for 180 kilometers, I have 2,215 people. 90 kilometers, it's 1,478 people. 40 kilometers, I think it's like 500. I don't know yet because I hadn't actually created a list on my website. 20K, it's 502. 1K, it was like 292. No, 10K was 292. 1K is like 75 or something. 250 meters was like 27. So after I do these little ones, then I'm going to go and do the 40K, which is the main one. But I have to do some work on my website. I think I'm going to do some work on my website for a little bit. Yeah, like I was shocked at how basic my website was of the bike racer levels. There were all these pages that I had created and lists that I'd created that aren't even there. Like the haystack time trial, it wasn't even on my website. I don't know, it's crazy. In case anybody's like, why the hell is this guy doing all this bike racer stuff if he's just not a biker? It's because I'm a culturalist. A culturalist is somebody who supports the culture, but you don't necessarily have to be active in the culture because you're too busy supporting the culture. I'm like a workaholic, so I can't do anything other than work. My mom says I'm like dying. She's yelling at me for like an hour. I was having to defend myself for like an hour yesterday. I think I'm at like 272 page views a month. And you only need 100 page views in order to get accepted into AdThrive. So I might apply for AdThrive again, but I applied for them before because I thought that I was above. And then they said I wasn't. So maybe I was reading it wrong, and maybe I'm still reading it wrong. So I don't really want to apply again until I do a little bit more writing on the surface level stuff. But that's very good. That's really difficult because you know, I'm typing something, I write, and then I go, yeah, and this, because that's like the style of writing I have. I just make lists. I'm like, yeah, I did this, and then I did this, and I did this, and I did this. Like, if anybody talks to me, if you meet me, I'm just a list guy. I'm like, you know, they'll be like, why are you mad at me? Because you did this, and this, and this, and this. Why do you like me? This. So, I was, oh man, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, that's my writing style. So when I write, I'm like this, but one of the things I have to reference, then I have to give a link because that's one of the things about my website is that there's the link. So then I do the link, but then the link's broken. Then I have to fix the link. Then the link that I go to, there's nothing to link to, and then I have to describe that, and it just opens up a can of worms. So I have to be super focused if that's going to work. I can't. And what happens is I get distracted and I work on something else. So. Yeah, so I think maybe I'll just, just spend $1 a day. You know, I got my energy drink. Those energy drinks, I think, were a little bit more now, though. Not $1.25 anymore. It was like $1.60 or something. But anyway, they have B vitamins, though. What does it have? It's Rockstar Pure Zero. I guess that means zero sugar, silver ice energy. They have B vitamins, they have zero sugar, and then they have caffeine, and then they have taurine. Okay. So that's balls. I like to just sip on it. So, yeah, I was just listening to Real Engineering, Economics Explained, just random YouTube videos because I was, I'm still in killing time mode, you know. I can't really concentrate on stuff. I'm not smoking any weed. My roommate gave me $100 at the beginning of the month, and it lasted about 20 days. $100 lasts 20 days for me, and then he bought weed off me too for $10. So I guess $90 lasts for 10 days. 20 days. So anybody who likes to bitch and moan that weed costs too much, it doesn't anymore. Not these days that it's legal. So yeah. So but yeah, I'm not smoking weed because I don't have the money, but also, you know. That'd be good to take 10 days off to get my tolerance level back up so that the weed lasts longer when I get my other $100 from my roommate for utilities. So yeah, I love it when the first comes around. I get the money. Ooh, let's get stoner again. So yeah, I'll finish these little guys. I think I might do 500 meters. I don't know. It depends on what I have on my website, if I created it yet on Google Earth, because if I'd created something on Google Earth already, it makes it a lot faster. It takes away a step because you don't have to do the measurement to see how far it goes up. So so the next thing when I'm done with the ones that are already prepared, I'll probably finish my website for the 40K and then put that on my on Atlantis. So yeah, I'll be working on that all day. But yeah, I'm coming up to an end on it, and so I'm super pleased with myself with how much progress I'm making. Let's keep this under 10 minutes. There's this other thing that I really want to do, and I might do it sooner than later, and that's future, because I was watching a lot of these YouTube videos, and that's future. All the future science fiction writers and future people who wrote in movies and stuff, I want to put that in my timeline of the future. For some reason, I never thought about that. I never got around to it, you know? It's crazy why did it take this long? That's how most of the things are on my website. So I might break and go do that, because it's super interesting. So, I don't know. Lots of things to do. All right, talk to you tomorrow.